Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. It really helps me out. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how you can get free streaming, free music streaming, free video streaming, free ebooks. And it's completely legal. There's just one catch. You have to have one of these, a library card. It's on backwards. When I was little, there used to be this song from Arthur called "Having Fun Isn't Hard When You Got a Library Card." I mean, fire tracks from Arthur, you know? You don't know? Maybe you do. I don't know. So I have 3 apps today that we're gonna look into that are affiliated with my library, Boston Public Library. And I looked into these apps and they are affiliated with libraries throughout the country and even throughout the world. So maybe some of you that are outside of the US can even take advantage of these apps. So the first app is called RbDigital. And I already signed in with my library card. So here it is. So you can see that there's audiobooks, fantasy on audio, biographies, different genres. But then it gets interesting because it shows you the current issue of magazines. And I originally came across this because I am doing an Apple News Plus review that is coming soon. And while I was doing that, I was wondering if there were any free alternatives. And this is a pretty decent alternative. It doesn't optimize it for your mobile device, so when you view it, it'll just be like viewing a PDF. But still, it's free and it gives you the newest issue of those magazines. And I guess the titles do vary by library, so I'm not 100% sure that the titles you see will be the same that I see, but still it's really interesting. And I guess if you check out, let's see. Okay, so then I click read, it opens. I can't show you anything other than the cover, but it just reads like a PDF. So it's pretty great. Even for viewing on a mobile device, it takes up pretty much the whole screen. So next up is PressReader, and I was really impressed by the design of this app. It's very modern, stay informed and get inspired, discover new titles, dual view display, read your favorites, the sources you trust. So we're gonna open it, and then I have to sign in, so I'll be right back. So when signing in, it gives you a couple of options, but I would click the libraries and groups if you're gonna use your library card. Inside of the app, it gives you access to international versions of your favorite magazines and newspapers. So whether it's Newsweek, Variety, but you can go in and see Vogue Australia, for example. You can see international versions or editions of your favorite magazines. So let's download one and see how it works. I clicked on this modern dog one because the dog on the cover was pretty cute. So it just reads like a magazine, pretty self-explanatory. What I like about this one versus RbDigital is that the default reader view is against a darker background, so you really fall into the magazine or the content. Whereas the other one, which I can show you, is a white background. It's not a big deal, but you can change it. So, can you change the other one? Let's see. Oh, you can actually make, that's kind of cool. So for PressReader, you can make it a mobile version. That's pretty cool. That is a big upper hand and it actually competes with an Apple News. So they're pretty neck and neck, they're both free apps, why not have both? And then that leaves Hoopla, and Hoopla gives you access to pretty much everything else. Ebooks, audiobooks, movies, and more. And I thought it was interesting on their App Store page, they had Yay by Kanye. So it's not gonna be like Mozart or what you would think a library would have for audio. It's gonna be cool, so you might be able to find things that you really like. Maybe it'll be an alternative to Spotify if you're looking for something free. It's definitely not gonna work as well as Spotify, I'm sure, but we're gonna check it out and see. Alright, so I logged into Hoopla. And it says, congratulations, your library allows patrons to borrow up to 10 titles from Hoopla each month. So there is a limit there. Your library offers movies, music, comic, ebook, and television titles through Hoopla. Let's check it out, see what they have. Let's click video, just see what they have. I don't recognize any of these movies. I recognize some of these movies now that I'm scrolling, but it's definitely not the newest and greatest movie. But I mean, what can you expect from something that's free? It still gives you another streaming platform you can add to your list. If it's a Friday night and you're searching Netflix and don't see anything, maybe this will actually have something. But where I'm really interested in is, let's see television actually. So they have a lot of kids stuff, a lot of like PBS, BBC type stuff. Oh, they have Rick and Morty, iCarly, British Baking Show. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty solid selection. Let's go to music though. Let's see what they have. Wow. What? They've got Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, the 2020 Grammy nominee album, Lauren Daigle, Justin Bieber's newest album. What the heck? This is awesome. Wow, they even have Mandy Moore's newest album, which came out last week. So it seems like they have access to almost every album. Let's click on the Grammy nominees album. Borrow. So it's available for 7 days after you borrow. I'm gonna click play. I'm gonna mute it while I listen to it. I think it's great. I want to see if it works with AirPods because that's when someone might use it with a Bluetooth device. Let's see how it sounds. It definitely doesn't sound as good as a Spotify or an Apple Music would, but hey, I mean, it's free. The song is just so good though. So it's got you covered in the music area. I mean, I wouldn't use this for like my main streaming service, but it's free, so why not? And then you get into books. They have comics. It's interesting that they lead with comics versus real books. I don't know enough about comics to know if this is the newest version of the newest thing, but let's look at ebooks. I need a new butt. I see Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I didn't know that was still around. I'm glad it is though. Let's click on Diary of a Wimpy Kid just to see how it reads. It says downloading. It's taking. I hope this isn't like 1,000 megabytes or a gigabyte. You are loading. Oh, it did download. Okay, read. Being prepared. Oh, cool. So it does give you access to the full book, and it said that for some books you can have a narration go along with it, so it even gives you access to the audiobook. Pretty sick. I definitely like this app because it gives you access to content that the others don't. The music, movies, TV, things like that. So yeah, all three of those apps are really great apps to use when looking for ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, newspapers, even music, TV, or movies. And all you need, again, is a library card. And if those three apps aren't available in your area, I'm sure your library has a website where it gives you the resources that are affiliated with your library card. I know Overdrive Media is popular with libraries as well. But hopefully you can use at least one of these and get free content with your library card. It's awesome that way. You can read Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You can watch Rick and Morty. You can listen to Kanye's album. All with your library card. Things that you wouldn't necessarily expect to use your library card for, you can. So hopefully this was helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And again, if you want to see more from me, click the subscribe button. I post a new video every Thursday, and I will see you guys next week.